When you think of sports anime, you probably think of the big dogs like Haikyuu or Blue Lock, and it's no surprise since football and volleyball are two of the more popular sports in Japan and in general. But one sports anime that is rarely talked about,
Yes, one sec, the contact, two sec, so to check my toes, three sec, go those alright.
Ballroom e Yokoso, or Welcome to the Ballroom. Now you're probably thinking, ballroom dance isn't a sport. Isn't this video supposed to be about sports anime? And trust me, I thought the same way about dance before I watched this masterpiece. Dance isn't really seen as a traditional sport, but I guess one day someone decided to slap the word sport after dance and call it a day. I thought that this anime would be some sappy drama with no semblance of sport, but when it comes to the core elements of a sports anime, Welcome to the Ballroom hits the mark. Rivalry, partnership, mentorship, competition, athleticism, passion, flow state. After watching this anime, I can recognize and appreciate the beauty and complexity of dance. I will never disrespect my glorious King Sengoku again. So why is dance such a great sport? One thing that I love about this anime is how appealing they make dance appear despite how embarrassing it may be to say that you like dance, especially as a man. If you've ever watched Bocchi the Rock, you probably had the urge to pick up a guitar and start your own band with the homies after finishing the anime. I had the same urge to learn how to dance after finishing Welcome to the Ballroom. Sports anime are designed to make you want to play the sport, and it really boils down to one main factor: emotional relatability. Passion is a universal feeling that I think everyone can relate to. Before I dive deeper into the video, comment down below one thing that you are passionate about. Passion and purpose. Passion is portrayed beautifully in Welcome to the Ballroom, and it is embodied by the main character Fujita Tatara. The anime begins with Fujita presenting a blank sheet of paper for his post-middle school plans to his teacher. His life lacked meaning. He was an empty shell with no purpose in life. He felt like a disappointment to everyone in his life, and I'm sure that you have felt this way before. Many of us can relate to the struggle of finding our purpose. One day, Fujita stumbles across Ogasawara Dance Studio, where he meets Sengoku, a professional dancer. Sengoku teaches Fujita the first principle of dance, which is to have good posture. He says posture determines how people see you. When Fujita saw this different version of himself in the mirror, he decided that he wanted to change. He gets sent home with a DVD of Sengoku's recent dance competition, and when Fujita watches the DVD, he instantly falls in love with dance. The next day he returns to the dance studio, but this time with a whole new mentality. Sengoku teaches him the box, a boring but technical dance move that would surely drive Fujita home. But Fujita repeated the box through the night until sunrise. He literally pulled an all-nighter practicing a simple and boring dance move, all while having a smile on his face. He was so passionate about dance that he became obsessed with improving. Later in the anime, when asked why he started dancing, he suggests that he discovered dance because he wanted to be seen, he wanted to be understood. Fujita discovering dance was the catalyst for his self-development, and it shows how powerful passion can be in transforming your life. Passion is contagious. When Fujita went to watch Hyodo and Shizuku dance, something went horribly wrong and Hyodo injured his knee. Because of this, he missed one of the rounds where he was supposed to dance, so to prevent them from disqualification, Sengoku forced Fujita to dance in his place. Despite it being Fujita's first time dancing at a competition, let alone being surrounded by the top amateur couples, he was so passionate about dance that he was able to dance confidently. so confidently that he danced Hyodo's personal choreography with Shizuku. Seeing another man so passionate about stealing his choreography sparked a flame in Hyodo. And honestly, I wouldn't take that either. He couldn't just stand there and be a cuck, so he stepped in for the next round even though his knee was badly injured. And he danced better than ever, more passionately than Fujita. This goes to show how passion is contagious, how Fujita's passion fueled the fire for Hyodo and helped him improve. This is also seen with all the other people that Fujita interacted with, such as Shizuku, Mako, and Shinatsu. Sports anime are filled to the brim with passionate characters because of how important surrounding yourself with passionate people are, how powerful it is to have a rival. There's a saying that goes, if you surround yourself with 5 successful people, then you'll be the next successful person. And I think that's especially true in sports where you're constantly surrounded by people who are better than you, and that ultimately pushes you to improve. Dance is built different. Dance, like any sport, rewards passion, but more so than hard work. In dance sport, couples are placed into ranks, D rank to A rank. In brain rot terms, D rank are couples who have the least aura, and A rank are couples who have the most aura. Couples with the least aura are the least passionate, and couples with the most aura are the most passionate. Which is why we see Fujita and Chinatsu score full points as a D rank couple in a competition meant for A ranks. Fujita is like that friend you introduce to a video game who ends up being better than you and carrying you. He's so passionate about dance that he can outdance A ranks. And that's because of how dance is designed. Hyodo says, dance isn't about experience. Someone who has been dancing for a year can outdance someone who has been dancing for a decade. Dance is just made like that. In Welcome to the Ballroom, we learn that dance is the communication of the body, and that the main purpose of dance is to express your emotions to the audience, because through dance, the audience can look into the dancer's life. Fear of the unknown. Leading up to Fujita and Chinatsu's final dance, their partner dynamic was concerning to say the least. It was as if they had a wall in between them. Chinatsu is a classic tsundere. She was stubborn and would not open up to Fujita, which led to many misunderstandings in their partnership. Chinatsu was scared of opening up. She was afraid of facing Fujita face on. She was scared of embracing the role of the follow since she couldn't understand Fujita's emotional leading. However, during the final dance, she finally embraced it. She let the unknown consume her, and ultimately she blossomed. She let Fujita understand her. This goes to show how in sports and sports anime, it's important to open up to your teammates to build that team chemistry and partnership. The unknown can be beautiful if you stop fearing it. Before the final dance, Sengoku called Fujita and said, "Having something you can't understand in front of you, does that scare you? When you and a foreign presence are there and you realize you can't understand it, don't you think that something becomes something very precious to you?" I think what Sengoku meant by this is that you should take risks and embrace the unknown, for you may discover something that you truly love. Instead of fearing the unknown, learn from it. The thrill is in the pursuit of understanding. And the unknown for Fujita was dance. I hope you enjoyed this little ramble about Welcome to the Ballroom. Comment down below what anime you would like to see me talk about next.